Okay, everyone, today we are talking about interesting place. I would like to talk about the city of Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. We often think cities are urban areas with traffic and modern buildings. We do not usually think cities have woods, lakes, and fields. But Vancouver is a great city, a place that is good to live in because it has clean air, water, and land. Vancouver has the best part of green forest and city life. I would like to talk about some history of Vancouver as well as some of the advantage and disadvantage of this green city. Vancouver originally was a place there the native people of the area lived and trade for thousands of years before Europeans come to live there in the 1800s. Then in 1886 at the first city meeting, the people of Vancouver asked the national government to give the city 1,000 acres to use as a park. They got the land from the government and started Stanley Park. This was the start of Vancouver becoming a green city with many parks and beautiful views. But being a green city with lots of parks had both advantage and disadvantage. First of all, let's look at some of the advantage. Obviously, Stanley Park is a large park, in fact, because it is located in the city of Vancouver. It is the third largest urban park in North America. It has many gardens, walking paths, trees, and even animals like bald eagle, coyotes, and seals. As we know, lots of trees help clean the city air. Also, lots of parks give people many places to walk. So they are healthier since Vancouver is near the mountains and the ocean. People can enjoy the outdoor easily during the warm sunny summers. When people go to Stanley Park, they can enjoy ancient trees as they walk near the ocean, or they can have fun by Beaver Lake, which, like Stanley Park, helps make Vancouver one of the healthiest and cleanest cities in the world. I would also like to talk about some disadvantages of Stanley Park and Vancouver. Space in a city is very important. Having many parks means that people have less space to build houses and apartments. Because Vancouver is located between the mountains and the ocean, there is not much room for new buildings. This makes Vancouver an expensive city. Also, when you have a beautiful place to live, a lot of people want to go there. This makes the city crowded. Actually, Vancouver has very bad traffic. Lastly, when you have a lot of parks, wild animals in the parks can sometimes be a problem. For example, Stanley Park gives information to people about what to do if they see a coyote. In my opinion, having coyotes in a city park is bad. Finally, while I think this disadvantage might mean that some people would not want to visit Vancouver, I personally feel that most people would enjoy Vancouver. In my opinion, being close to nature and having a healthy city are worth paying a little more money. And a lot of people agree with this idea because Vancouver is a very popular place to visit and live. So I will recommend that people visit Vancouver and enjoy the many parks, the clean, healthy city and the interesting site. Global warming is an important issue around the world. Recently, it has created problems in the western Ghats rainforest of India. Forests are important for slowing down global warming because of the work that trees do for us. Trees are global cleaner. They take in carbon dioxide, the gas that heats the atmosphere. So every time we cut down trees, we make global warming worse. Then global warming damages the forest more. More trees disappear because the change in temperature stop the normal growth of the forest. Nowadays, rainforests get less rain, and this is changing the way they work. Governments around the world are beginning to work on the problem. Although governments say they will stop the damage to forests, scientists don't think the work is happening quickly enough. The scientists say the forests are changing. The animals and the plants that animals need are changing. In fact, scientists believe 45% of the forest areas are going to change completely in the next 80 years. This is where the purple frog becomes important. A report tells us that the frog is in danger of disappearing forever. The frog can run very fast, makes a noise like a small chicken, and is one of the most unusual animals in the world. Of course, for some people, the end of one type of frog is not important, but it is for Baiju Das, a researcher from Delhi University who discovered it in 2003. For him, the problems of the purple frog show what global warming is doing to the Indian rainforest. He explains that this interesting animal won't be around much longer if we don't take care of the forest. Mr. Das is going to present information about the forest next week. During the next week, many people are meeting to talk about the climate and saving the rainforest. According to Mr. Das, we need to plan now, or we will probably lose some species completely. If we don't think carefully about the climate of the forest, the purple frog possibly won't be around for much longer. On to the weather report now.